here I am again. Third time on one day. But I just made this here wrist cuff right here. Look. Stretchy wrist cuff. It just goes off and then you just can stretch it, put it on. And it's a wrist cuff and it's just beautiful. It's just beautiful, artistic jewelry. You can't go to the jewelry store and buy something this magnificent. Not at all. Let me show you how I made it. I just so happen to have a jillion yards of elastic. This elastic I have is like 1 inch wide. Yep, 1 inch. And so my wrist size is about 9 inches. I got a big fat wrist. I'm telling you what's the truth. So I'm going to cut this elastic just a little long. Okay, that's what I did first. See, now, and I have all these little pieces of fabric here. They're just small pieces, different size, but they're small. Pay no mind to this one. Let me see. Well, my camera doesn't want to move. But anyway, what I'm going to do is, I wonder if I can show you, if you can see over here to my sewing machine. Let me see if I can move this way. Sometimes it moves just fine, and sometimes it moves unfine. Oh, no, if I go like this, you'll see my fat stomach. Took me 71 years to get all that, so I should be proud of it. Okay, well, I'm going to have my sewing machine right here, like this. Okay, yeah, you can see that right there. Now, and then this is my piece of elastic. Now, I'm putting my sewing machine on a zigzag. That's number 4. 4. Yes, 4. And so then I'm going to, and have the zigzag kind of not too far apart, so your stitch length is kind of short. Okay, now I got it stitched onto the, man, okay, gotta hold my stomach in. Okay, now that's better. Okay, I might die before it's over, but hey, okay, the heck with that stuff. Now watch how I do this. Now, you don't have to stretch the elastic as you're doing it, because the zigzag is going to be good. So what I'm going to do is, see, all my pieces are sort of like lengthy, like a little length to it. And so then I get that and push it under, push that fat, I'm pushing it on both of my, so it's wrinkled up under the presser foot, and then let it stitch. Then stop it, go get another one, and put it under there, and wrinkle it, just kind of shove it. See, you're shoving it under there. And make sure you don't put your finger under the needle. But I'm using my finger to just hold it up there in that wrinkled position. And then I'll go get another one, and see how I just go under, I just push it under that presser foot and just kind of push it back on both sides, and it wrinkles under the presser foot, and just stitch. It takes about 5 or 6 stitches to get it completely, underneath. And oops, ouch. This little screw here sticks down, and it doesn't hurt, but I just say ouch anyway, just for the heck of it. And it hits my finger sometimes, so it's not the needle, don't worry, I'm not needling myself. Okay, and see, you can see it's gathering up, and I'm trying to, as I put my fabrics under there, I'm trying to get like a lighter one, and then a darker one, and then a lighter one, so I don't have all the same colors too close together. Here's me a dotted Swiss piece, and so I just get that under there, and see, we're sewing on that, what a zigzaggy whatever. Okay, This one here is even an odd shape, but that's okay. It's not, that one's not like a rectangle or even a square or nothing. I will put that under there anyway. Ow, dang it. I keep getting my finger under that screw. If I didn't have such chubby fingers, life would be a lot easier. I wonder if my insurance would pay for my, to reduce the size of the thickness of my finger. I guess if I pushed that with a pencil eraser or something, it would be better, but I'm almost finished. This here jewelry making process is very speedy. I got a flower to show you too, but I'll have to wait and do that later. I was just talking to my friend Carmen, and she showed me how she made a flower, which is really cool. Because see, I thought I was all smart and stuff, and I had a different kind of flower, and then she says, I got another kind of flower. Call me and I'll show you. And so I did, and so she did. And it's so awesome. Man, you know, once you think you know everything, and then all of a sudden you come up with a new fangled idea, and oh my goodness, it's like Christmas. Then you want to make 100 of them. So let's see, put this one here. See, I'm almost to the end now of getting this in here. See, I'm not stretching the elastic as I go. I'm just scrunching up the fabric, just scrunching up those scraps of fabric. And it looks like I can fit one more scrunch in there. Let's get that one more scrunch in that fabric onto that elastic. Man, when you got scraps of fabric, you want for nothing. Everything, you got everything you'll ever need in your whole life. And so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So now I got to just put this donkey under here so I don't come unthreaded. Okay, now here's what we have. Okay, now I can hide my stomach. This here, see? And then look how it stretches, see? Once you stretch that elastic and you got the zigzag stitch, then the whole thing stretches. So, but now, see, some of them stick out a little bit too far. Move this stuff here. Clean house. There, I just cleaned house right there. You see how some of them kind of stick out a little cattywampus? You could let them be cattywampus. See, I got the idea first from this piece that Carmen had sent me. And she just had put all these on a little strip. You could use this on anything, and look how beautiful it is. I think she cut all of hers out with the pinking shears. It looks like she did all them pinking shears. And see, but now what I'm going to do, these are, some are pinkings and some are not. But I'm going to take my pinking shears and I'm going to go along the edge and just kind of even the edge up so that there's the pointy pieces. I'm going to take them off just because I want it to be real fancy. And so if there's some pieces that are a little bit wide, I'll just cut those off. And then I'll go up on this other side. I'll go up on in this other side. And I'm going to kind of just give it like a little haircut. And it just, again, these are scraps. These are scraps. These are frayed edges. They're raw edges. I'm really into raw edges lately. And so there, and look at that. Look at that, would you? Would you just look at that? And now I'm going to just take it and I'm going to flip it over here like this. And I put the right sides together. Now I'm going to put my sewing machine on a straight stitch. There, because I'm going to just sew along the edge of this elastic right there. And I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, you know, a couple so it'll stay a couple rows, so it'll stay, and hold on tight with all your might. Okay, and then we're just going to sew. And then reverse it. And then, voila, if you were getting ready to go to a fancy ball and you didn't have the right jewelry, you could come up with jewelry with just a second or two. Yep, okay, so then I'm just going to cut that little edge right there. See, so it's sewn along the edge there, just, and flip that around again, and look at here. Oh, you know what? That's a little loose. A little loose, so I'm going to fix that right now. Since it's a little bit loose, I want it to be a little bit tighter. I'm going to just go back in there on that sewing machine, and I'm just going to make it a little tighter by just making that closing seam with the straight stitch just a little bit farther in. There we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, okay, and get that there, turn it around, let's try it on again. Now, perfect. Now I have a pair of cuffs. I like this. Now, if you want to do it all in yellows and make yellow, that would be good. Or if you wanted to do it all in pinks, make it all pink, all greens, all blues, whatever color you want to do. But I like a little bit of everything, so it looks like a rainbow. But isn't that pretty? I might still want it but see how it stretches. So you just get the elastic. I have 1 inch elastic, but you don't have to have 1 inch. You can have some that's narrower than that. And then if you wanted to, you could go and put buttons on here, stitch some beads on there, some buttons on there, or anything, and then make something, you know, anything. You can make it even more fancy, you know. I really like these. I could make some for my ankles too. I could maybe even make a neck one. Well, I'm not going to make a neck one, but I think they're just beautiful. That's all I can say about that. Now, I'm going to be doing some flowers. I probably won't do them tonight, though, because it's getting late. But see, I was on the phone with Carmen, and she showed me. We were making flowers. Now, I didn't get mine just exactly like hers. Hers is a little bit fancier. And then she has, so I'm going to play a little bit more with it. And then I'm going to use her idea. And I am going to then, I'm going to make some on a video. And I'm going to pretend like I came up with them all by myself. What do you think about that, Carmen? I'm stealing your idea. But don't you just love scraps? Look at this. If you just have a pile of scraps like this, I mean, if you just had a big bunch of scraps about like these, just a pile of them, and big as your bed, you could sleep on these. You would feel so lovely. And so, yeah, I hope everybody had a nice 4th of July and our Independence Day if you're here in the States, or just a plain old ordinary everyday 4th of July if you're in someplace else. I don't know if y'all have Independence Days of them kinds. If you're from another country and you have some kind of independence when your country got to be independent, write that down in the comments, because I'm always curious about stuff like that. I'm always curious. Do you all have some kind of Independence Day? Did you have to become independent that you weren't dependent. I don't know exactly, whatever, but anyway, yeah, okay, that's about all I have. I've been so busy today. I've been having so much fun doing a little bit of this and a little bit of that, and I've painted and I've sewed and I've ate and I've done a little bit of everything. I don't want no New Year's resolutions. Let's see. Glory. Okay, no, that doesn't say glory. That says grief. Does that say grief? That says grief. I don't want to read about grief today. Let's not read about grief today. Let's open this page up. Oh, I deserve joy. Deserving. This one's about deserving. Okay, I'll read that one. I deserve joy. I have a friend named Joy, and I have a great niece named Joy. Okay. We learn our belief systems as very little children. We then move through life creating experiences to match our beliefs. Whew. That's funny because I was just talking about that. When I was talking on the phone with Carmen, we were talking about this stuff we learn as a child. Okay, many of you believe that you deserve to live in an atmosphere of not good enough. Start doing affirmations that reflect what you really deserve. State that you are willing to go beyond your parents and your own early childhood limitations. Look in the mirror and say to yourself, I deserve all good. I deserve to be prosperous. I deserve joy. I deserve love. Open your arms wide and say, I am open and receptive. I am wonderful. I deserve all good. I accept. This is a good thing to remember too, because a lot of people don't feel, a lot of people feel unworthy. I was there at one time. I was unworthy. I felt very unworthy. And this went on for years. My goodness, when I quit, when I started caring for myself and stopped feeling unworthy, it was like a whole new world opened up for me. And what a beautiful world. So with that, I ask God to watch over you every step you take, every move you make. Keep you safe, keep you from stubbing your toe because that always hurts, and keep you healthy and happy and smiling and loved, and share that love. Share that love. And I will see you on the very next video. God bless. God bless. Where's my mouse? It seems like every time, oh, there it is. It was taking a nap. All right. Love you guys.